Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome to the first episode of the 6th season with Sunderland, and now we're in the Premier League. We've made it, which for me is a bit of an achievement. I said in the last episode I've not been great at FM for quite some time. This is probably the most progressive save that I've had for a long time, and I'm looking forward to this season, but I know it will be a tough old slog. The board are asking us to avoid a relegation battle. Last time they told us that was in the Championship, and we finished 19th, I think it was. So yeah, it's going to be a really tough season, but we were given £35 million to spend. Let's go and have a look at what we've done to try and prepare this squad for Premier League football. £3.9 million for 24-year-old Englishman Nathan Ferguson from Michelin, but I think his actual club was Sevilla, because I think he's been out on loan for a fair bit. Yeah, so they made a bit of tasty profit. They got him back in 23-24 for 125 grand, loaned him out for a couple of years, got 400 grand for that loan deal. 3.9 million, and I think he should be a decent addition to the overall squad. Probably not first team to begin with because he's 3 stars, but potentially 4. Heading 12, marking 12, tackling 13. So not really Premier League level just yet, but a good signing for the club. Ryan Brewster. Yeah, we needed another striker. I think as good as Cashman was last year, I'll be really surprised if he did really well in the Premier League. So we've signed Ryan Brewster from Leeds for about 16.25 million. Currently worth 21, so he has shot up, which is good. He does have experience with big clubs. You got Chelsea in there, you got Liverpool in there, so hopefully turns out to be a good player. Although pre-season wasn't great. 4 appearances in total with no goals, average rating of 6.63. Finishing 16, composure 15, technique 16, so hopefully he's quite a tricky fox in the box who can actually put the ball in the net. We'll have to wait and see. 6.25 for Troy Parrott. Yeah, I've never had him before, but I've seen him on FM21 make a £55 million move to Man City and be an absolute nightmare to defend against. So when I saw him for 6.25 lurking around, he wasn't listed or anything, we just chucked in a cheeky bid of 6.5 and we managed to get him. It's currently worth 7.25. 23-year-old Irishman, heading 16, so when he plays we could float crosses rather than like drill them or whatever. So I'm hoping he could make a pretty good impact in the squad. I mean, he can also play AMC as well, so there is that. He does fit the 4-2-3-1 mould. We'll see how he does. £9 million on Jan Malakar. Jan Malakar, I signed him because you have to say it like Jan Malakar. Voice break as well. Quite an expensive deal, but come highly recommended. If you look at his coach summary and potential ability, looking decent. He got 2 goals in pre-season. One of them was a penalty, but hey ho. Sheffield Wednesday, £9 million. Never heard of him, but I thought we'll give him a bash and see how he does. His finishing is only 12, which is a little bit worrying, but looks like he could be a bit of a workhorse for us. We'll have to see how he does. Director of Football signed Jamal Baptiste on loan, heading 15, marking 14, tackling 15. Decent stats, had 1 appearance against AC Milan and scored a 7.1, so he stood his own against kind of a European giant. Maybe not giant, but a big European team, especially in comparison to Sunderland. He performed really well, but I don't know how much he's going to figure in the side. We do have a handful of decent centre-backs. We're going to have to rotate the squad quite a lot to sort of try to hang in there this season, because I think it's going to be a really tough, frustrating season. So if we can have fresh legs at the back for as long as we can, for as much as we can, it makes sense to bring these kind of loan signings in, I think. God knows how you pronounce this one. I have no idea. I'm not even going to attempt it. I might just call him Elaine. Alan? I don't know. Should we give it a go? Tetachua. I think that could be it. I don't know. But he was signed on a free by the director of football. I'll let the deal go through because I have the veto vote, I suppose. But I'll let it go through because of his physical stats at his young age is quite good. It's a freebie. It's currently worth 500 grand. Could be quite good. I don't know. Can't really say an awful lot. Pre-season, 6.5 out of 2 appearances off the bench. Final signing was another director of football freebie. Backup goalie because we've sold Lee Burge. We probably won't even hear of this guy's name throughout the rest of the season. Tactically, I'm not going to change. We're going to use the automatic promotion style 4-2-3-1 from the championship season. And pre-season indicates it might work. We'll have to wait and see. It might be a bit too attacking for a team of our quality in the Premier League. But why would I change after having the best season we've ever had? You know, we'll have to wait and see how we do. But as a backup, we've got this, which is our middle block system that we've used all the way through, or not used all the way through, but we've had them loaded in and they're drilled into this style. They know what they're doing with this style. This was the tactic that we used in League One when we weren't doing too bad defensively. We had that random run of defensive games in the Championship. This is what helped us kind of perform a bit better against bigger teams. So this could be a little bit of a tactic to deploy against mid to upper table teams. I don't know. It's hard to say without seeing how the 4-2-3-1 does, because the best form of defence is a good attack in my opinion. So that's why I want to go for the 4-2-3-1. I say in my opinion, that's not the way we've been playing with Sunderland, but that's the way I want to play this season. Just going gung-ho and going for it. And as like a third one, I've made a copy of the 4-2-3-1 and just moved the AMC up front into a 4-2-3-1. This was a system that I've used in a Watford save and it was okay. But I thought, since we've got a couple of better strikers than last season, do we try to do the 4-4-2? I don't often play a 4-4-2, but maybe trying to utilise a strike partnership between Malakar and Brewster. Maybe. I don't know, but I think by default we're still going to be banging out the 4-2-3-1. I think it makes the most sense. Let's get the assistant to pick the best 11 first, and then we can make sure we're happy. So yeah, I mean, if you look at the lines, we've got chemistry building between the team. The last 5 games have been okay, you know what I mean? Who wants Gerritsen? Napoli. That's dangerous. I mean, it does have a £25 million release clause. Like, it will hurt letting him go because look at this rollability rating. It will hurt letting him go. But if we get 25 mil, you know, to be honest, we're in really crap financial state. So it won't be the end of the world, but it will sting. But yeah, I think this is the team that we're going to start the season with. But before we do that, let's see how pre-season went. So we played a German team, I think. I think these guys are German. 2 Portuguese teams and 2 Italian teams. And overall did pretty well. We beat Wiesbaden, maybe? I don't know. Daniel Batty and Mads Andersen. Olehense? Whatever. 2-0. Chris Willock with both goals. Portimonense, we lost 1-0. But we beat Milan 2-1. Daniel Batty, Connor Coventry. We beat Milan. Sunderland beat Milan. And then we beat Bologna 4-0. Coventry scores again. Malakar with 2 and Cashman on the score sheet. So that gives me some selection conundrums perhaps with Cashman on the brink. So it's different gravy this season. I mean, we're lucky to start against Bournemouth. Mind you, I don't know what Bournemouth are like nowadays. Niko Kovac as the manager. Crystal Palace, Sergio Conceição as their manager. Everton, Roberto Martinez back at the helm. Arsenal, Mikel Arteta is still alive. Southampton, Ralph Hasenhüttl is still there. United, Carlo Ancelotti is the United boss. I will take that. As a United fan, if you say, do you want Ollie or Carlo? Sorry, Ollie, I'm going for Carlo. Leicester, Gerardo's... yeah, okay, so some interesting managerial changes. Liverpool, is it still Klopp? Yep. Chelsea, Allegri. That's interesting. Man City, is it still Pep? It's got to be. No, Stefano Pioli. Defending champions, Man City. Still. Tottenham, Paulo Fonseca. That's some interesting managerial changes. I mean, who else can we have a look at? Fulham, ain't going to be Parker, is it? Oh, Santo. That's interesting. So who do Wolves have? Gonacharenko. I don't know who that is. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I like looking at who manages who when you get further down the line. Brighton, Graham Potter, still manager. Holy shit. West Ham, Brendan Rodgers. Right. Okay, yeah, so anyway, getting distracted. August, we'll have to wait and see. We're going to play Bournemouth today, but then we have Palace, Everton, somebody in the Carabao, and then Arsenal. So an interesting first month. But let's get cracking. Let's play Bournemouth. Yeah, man. Kicking off Premier League football at the Stadium of Light once again. Probably haven't even bothered filling up the stands with fans as well. You know, nobody goes to the Stadium of Light. Well, saying that, look, the stands are packed. And we're kicking off with a dangerous attack. Goretzka, Slattery into the box. Brewster. Oof. Almost got a goal on his Premier League debut for the Black Cats. Dodgy clearance by the goalie, but it does go through. There goes Kudus. Oh my word, he's going to run straight through. Oh, Much saves it. Slattery, no counter. End of highlight. So that was a bit of a back and forth kind of intro. We still got Kevin Phillips as our assistant, being a Sunderland legend. Fulham approached him to be their assistant manager, but I said to Kev, look, Kev, let's have a cup of tea and talk about this. You don't want to go to Fulham. You're a Sunderland legend. Stay. And he said, yeah, no, you're right. 2 sugars, please. I'll stay. And here he is. And I think that's pretty cool. I like having some kind of connection with my staff, whether it be by name or like club status. So, yeah, he's still here. We're still 0-0. I'm still trying to fill time up because of this boring game. Nothing's really happening. But, to be honest, we're in the Prem. I'll take it. And I don't know where... I should have checked the season preview to see where Bournemouth were going to finish this season. Or potentially finish this season. Nothing's happened. So, ratings. Brewster, 6.4. Goretzka, 6.4. The whole front four are pretty poor, to be fair. Willock, Goretzka, 6.3. Cashman, this is your prove me wrong season. You know what I mean? I've invested in decent strikers this season because I didn't think Cashman could cut it in the Prem. But let's see if he can, like I say, prove me wrong. Let's go positive. Oh, man. I mean, a point back in the Prem, not the end of the world. Anything that's not a loss, I will take. But let's go attacking now. Let's go to demand more, and let's make another change. Coventry for Batty. Yeah. Wish I put Parrott on the bench though. Final 5 minutes. Is anything actually going to happen? Oh god, it is as well. Andreas. Don't be a bitch. Oh, it's over the bar from Daka. Is that Patterson Daka? I think so. Yeah, I've had him before. He's a bit lethal. But we've got a point on our Premier League return. To be honest, I'll take it. Like I say, anything more than a loss is good as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, at least the defence performed well. Bagan 7, Anderson 7.3, Scott 7.3, Much 7.4. Other than that, pretty flat. But we'll have to see how we do against Palace in the next game. But if you're looking forward to some Sunderland Premier League football, let us know in the comment section down below and put your prediction down. Do you think we can stay in the Prem? Yes or no? Take it easy. See you soon. Peace.